Hello, amigos. How y'all doing? I said amigos because it's around Cinco de Mayo. You know, as Penguins fans, we appreciate our Spanish culture.
And it's Cancun season for them Pittsburgh Penguins.
Bro, it's a little early. It's our first off-season episode, and we're already talking about Cancun. I mean, the guys are packing the golf club. So I'm not gonna lie. I saw Tommy Novak on the range during the series, bro. I can't lie.
Who do you think's the best Pittsburgh Penguins golfer?
It's easy to say Sid because he hit that home run for baseball. Who's spent a lot of... I mean, you kind of go to the oldest guys. I feel like,
yeah.
No, I don't think Tanger's... Because he's working out in
Tanger's
the offseason.
Definitely not a good golfer.
He's a workout
He looks
guy.
like a good, badminton player.
I feel like Brazo's probably got a mean
He's
golf
got a good
game,
drive,
you know,
probably.
Yeah.
But
Achari comes out. He can get it done with the wedges. But
I feel like Lazot's a terrible golfer. There's no way he's good.
I mean, he probably goes to the range and has some fun, but sorry to get off topic, but what's up, Yinzers? Hope you all are having a great day. This is our first episode that's not in season, but still once a week on Wednesdays. We're coming at you with a new episode talking about off-season hockey, and then we might branch out and do some other things, but for right now, still fresh on our minds that round one loss. Mickey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, sat here, reflected. I think the best thing to do is just get out of your head. I haven't really thought of the Penguins much. I've been watching some NHL, been keeping up with it. But, can't do anything about it. So, I mean, all I'm going to say is, I'm excited to do this summer podcast. And if you guys aren't subscribed, what are you doing?
Tap in.
Hit the like button, smash the sub button, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live. We're going hard. This summer is going to be so good content-wise. Shorts, polls, discussions, everything. Podcast. So, remember, every Wednesday, 6 to 7 a.m., tune in.
Yes, sir. But even though Penguins did lose, we tapped in with it last time. Still got the little Penguins playing, the mini Penguins, whatever you want to call them. And then Nailers just won their first round series.
Exactly. I saw that.
I think they also got an overtime win. I don't know if that was to clinch that series or... But yeah, we're leave a like in the comments. If we get a few likes on this video, we will go to a Nailers game, live stream that. That will be fun content.
Either let's set up maybe 10 likes.
Yeah, 5 or 10. We'll say 5
10
or
likes, 10 likes, and then comment below. Do you want an IRL live stream of the Nailers, or would you like us to make a vlog and edit it and make it kind of nice? You guys let us know. But let's just dive into. I think
Penguins organization as a whole. First of all, let's start the episode with some positives because obviously last episode, I was on the brink of tears. The fact that this team, I'm never gonna see this team get to play again. The combination of these guys is very sad. But let's be honest, who was able to get the most out of these guys? It's Dan Muse.
Yeah.
I mean, Mickey, what are your thoughts on Dan Muse's season as a whole?
Dan Muse, incredible season, come in, first year as a head coach, and then first year as a head coach for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Expectations were, again, it goes to the season, including the coach, expectations weren't high because new coach, a lot of young players. He came in, I believed he changed the culture, definitely different from Mike Sullivan, which we needed and wanted. And I can't say nothing about, maybe he struggled a little early in the playoffs. Yeah. But besides that, nothing but goodness to say about Dan Muse. He's an incredible coach, and man, I love his head. All right.
Yeah, he's got a nice bald head on him. Maybe he'll get a toupee over the summer, But he looks fly regardless. Congrats for him on being a finalist as a first-year coach. Because I think out of all of the candidates, he, has done the most with this team. Because remember, we were expected to be a lottery team. We were about to get that Penn State dude, who's fighting people in the bar. We were about to. They thought we were gonna get him, but now we're obviously made the playoffs, made a little splash. But Dan Muse was a big reason for that. He got the most out of, I'd say, about 95% of the team. You get a guy like Anthony Mantha, he's coming off of knee surgery, terrible season, and then he gets 33. Muse is at least some of the credit for that.
Yeah. I agree. I think Muse, obviously, he had some bad moments.
Put the fourth line together? That's a coaching decision.
You can't, all the goodness from this team, it's the vets, but also it comes down to the coach of the team.
Yeah.
I feel like coaches are overlooked a lot of the times, but if a team's not playing well, it's most likely because of the coach. We saw so many coaching changes this year, and for us to have a standout coach and a coach of the year candidate, that's good to see, especially as a first-year coach. Now you do worry about the second-year slump and
second-year slump, and I don't know if he has full control of these players because remember the Penguins are a old dog. You got the longest tenured trio. It's not going to be fully coached because you got guys like Crosby, Malkin, who the players obviously value their opinion more.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was able to fully hone them in, but by the end of that playoff series, you had everyone bought into dump and chase, which is what I think he wanted to do, but didn't fully commit to it because Penguins wanted to play pretty hockey and line up. Technical difficulties. Basically, Muse going through every position group. With the forwards, I think Muse did a pretty solid job this year. Besides obviously my specific playoff complaints that I had about number 18 on the Penguins that I don't want to mention, did good on that end. What are your thoughts on our D pairs, the specific pairs during the season?
Obviously we thought talking about the season, I feel like the defensive pairs were a struggle. For everyone that looked in at the Penguins, they were the weaker spot. I think you had a great pairing with Carlson and Waterspoon. I think that's what you need to bring back. And then it's kind of iffy from there. Injuries kind of affected, but we also had some trades that allowed people to come in. No one really made a big difference for the defensive trades we made. Obviously, you had Girard come in, Solovio. I don't think Girard played amazing. He probably had a couple points. I don't think he put a goal on the board.
Yeah.
And that pairing struggled sometimes.
Yeah. The way I see it, I don't see it necessarily as a pairing issue for our defensemen. I see it as a talent issue. We didn't invest too much into defensemen this season.
Yeah.
Besides getting Girard and trying to add Solovio, who didn't even get a real shot to play until that emergency playoff situation. But we always said it, and everyone knows it. The Tang-Girard pair had a high ceiling, but isn't just on paper a good pair because they do very similar things.
Yeah.
So I think at least we know for next season you guys scratch that because I think one of the biggest things with defenseman pairing is chemistry, and it was tough when everyone was moving around. That's why Spoons and Carl were so good this year. And then not playing Solovio, we already talked about. Clifton just not being a great player in general, but no one expected that of
Do you
him.
think Kulak should have stayed with the Pens? Do you think Kulak?
No, I didn't love Kulak. So I think we're obviously going to talk about Dubas this season, either here or in the future. I think I didn't like Kulak, and I think Girard's a better player than Kulak and has more potential than him. So I was fine with that. And and then goalies, I think he was pretty perfect this season. I would have liked to see Miroshov get a chance, but I think I like the rotation back and forth because we're going to need both of them in the playoffs, as we saw.
Yep.
And the only good thing that did come out of that playoff loss is we figured out our offseason goalie situation. So we don't really need to talk much about it this offseason. We will, I'm sure, with this being the case that Stuart Skinner isn't expected to return. Is that a shock, Mickey? Or what are your thoughts on that?
I'm a little bit shocked because of
all rumors, by the way, but
yeah. I am shocked about that because of the vibes Stu brought.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna have a backup Tendy, Stu's probably the perfect backup goalie. Good vibes, can come in and make plays. You disagree?
I fully disagree with you. I'm not gonna lie. I think if something was gonna happen with Stu, there would have either been full contract talks or coaches talking him up at the deadline, being like, "Yo, Stu's our guy. We're not gonna move from him because you obviously traded him, and you could have moved him at the deadline because to get value out of him because now he's a free agent and he's just gonna leave." I think with the way Sheloff played, we know Stu has really highs, really lows. We know Sheloff has issues. But that playoff series shows, all right, we have our number one goalie for next year. Sheloff is 24 years old, has issues that I hope he improves. But you have Miroshov, who's carrying the little Penguins right now. He's going to come up and pretty clearly fill that spot next year. Stuart Skinner, he's not eye-popping enough to do it, besides the vibes,
that's
why vibes don't win you a championship.
I disagree on that because I think if you're looking at a backup tender, that realistically in every other organization, a backup tender is playing every 1 of 5 games.
What are you talking about? I just said that Muse was perfect this year in that he went back and forth with the goalies.
No, but
there's few franchises that are still playing like one goalie, and that's like great goalies like
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Miroshov, the one we're going to bring up, he's going to be a great goalie.
I thought you were talking about Sheloff being the number one.
No.
What do you do with him?
Trade him.
What are you? Okay. Listen.
I'm just saying.
Okay. You've had 2 stinky takes in the past 30 seconds, but one of them is less stinky than the other. The second take you just said trading Sheloff. That's fine. You should have prefaced that, though. I didn't know that. I thought you were talking about
what I was trying to say
bringing up
is
Miroshov.
You have Miroshov, your one goalie, who's going to be a good goalie next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully at the top of the league.
Yeah.
And then Stu as your backup.
Okay, that's a stinky take because you're gonna have to probably pay Stu some money. He's deeper in his career. Probably deserves.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Okay.
if he's demanding a lot of money, then no.
Yeah.
But
okay.
like if we're can steal
if you can
him,
get something but we have Sheloff on contract. We're paying minimal for him. He just had a great performance. Do you not value the performance? And that, because, I mean, he stood on his head for a few games, but, like, we still lost. So it's like, what do you think?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't think he played 3 great games. 3 good. No, because I think the first game we won. We go back in the podcast, we were saying we don't think Sheloff won us that game.
Yeah.
I think he had 2 incredible games.
Okay.
So I don't know. I disagree. I think Stu in the regular season, had better and bigger games.
Yeah.
And better saves.
My one thing is, it kind of, and this is what we're going to talk about in the future of the podcast, just to go to the future episodes now, we have a lot in store of what we think the Penguins should do, not only as a year-to-year basis, but also as a franchise. It kind of just goes to your philosophy on the team, because do we want a young goalie who has showed playoff experience, not only at the AHL level, but now in the NHL level, who's a young guy, bigger goalie, way more flexible, and has a higher ceiling than Stuart Skinner? Or do we want a guy who's going to be fun and can be a solid backup tendy? It's just philosophy. So I agree to disagree there fully.
I don't know, because I don't even think he's just a fun guy. I think obviously he's a veteran presence. If you have a rookie coming up in the league, you want someone who's been to the Stanley Cup Finals twice to kind of mentor him. No.
Yeah. No, and listen, I thought Stu played fine in his 3 playoff games, because remember, playoffs is what matters. That's the real season. But according to NHL, he was the worst goalie in the playoffs, and we're trying to go back to the playoffs. Or are we? Let's move on to, just like Stuart Skinner is going to be a free agent, we also have some free agent signings that are coming in this offseason. Obviously, Dustin Wolf. He's gonna big name in the goalie market. We've been talking about him a lot. Jason Robertson. Listen, you look good in yellow and gold, but I don't know how much we finna pay you, little bro. That could be the Shohei Ohtani of hockey.
All right.
This is Bernard, right? Bernard's a free agent. Yeah.
Wow, he's already a free agent.
Yeah, he's free agent.
I think
he's gonna make a lot of money. I think he had a 30-goal season. Someone fact check me, but I know I'm right. Okay, 30-goal season while getting hurt. Obviously, the Canucks are losing Hudson. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to see like all the movement. Obviously, those are just the big names from the Penguins. We'll break it down a whole different day, but we obviously Mantha, Malkin, Stu, all those contracts are up. A bunch of other people. We'll go over that another day. There's going to be a lot of talk. I want to talk about some of the greatest signings for this year, because Mantha, not arguably the greatest signing free agent this year. Had 33 goals.
Yep.
Got him for not that much money. Kyle Dubas just showing his range when it comes to what he can do as a GM.
Yeah, I think when you think about good free agent signings, obviously Mantha's up there, Brazo's up there. He kind of fell off at the end of the year, but he started off good.
Mm-hmm. And then I hate the Flyers, but Vladar, they signed him this year. 906 save percentage during the regular season, better than Penguins goalie, so solid, good for him. I think he was their true number 1, more like Penguins are doing 1A, 1B, so that's why he was able to get all those reps. And then in the playoffs, had a great playoff series. Obviously, they're down 2-0 right now, but great signing for the Flyers, who suck. And then And then another name that was off that Twitter list, Trevor Zegras, will be a free agent this year. So it's interesting to see how the signings have worked out this year and what they're going to look like next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, do you want to talk about like if the Pens should sign someone or what?
I want to talk about the Penguins' big guy, Evgeny Malkin, and the Big Three in general. Was that the last series the Big Three will ever play together?
It's tough to say.
It is.
I think Letang's not good.
Yeah.
The only reason Letang would stay on the team, like Letang, I don't know how many years he has left on his contract, but once it's done, should retire.
I think we have him for 1 or 2. I mean, we're gonna go through all the contracts in a future episode, but I think Letang has 1 or 2.
I do see Malkin coming back.
Interesting.
For 1 more year.
Okay.
So I think we sign him to 1 year. Not a lot of money.
But I mean, right now it's expected 1 year, $5 million, which we have money to play with, but that's not necessarily playing with money. We do have money. We have cap space. Is what I'm saying. But I agree with you. But Malkin's a Penguins legend. He's an NHL legend. Like, is it disrespectful to not pay him what he's like at least kind of worth and bring him back for one last year?
I don't think he's worth $5 million at the age of 40, personally.
Yeah.
I don't think he had a decent season. Over 10 goals probably.
Yeah. Was hurt during the season.
Yeah, he got hurt. But also, you look at the penalty minutes.
Yeah.
You look at 3-game suspension. Kind of BS, but still.
5-game, but yeah.
5-game.
For slashing, yeah. You can't lose your cool.
I think. No, I would love to, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, don't bring Malkin back. No, I'd love to bring Malkin back, but I'm saying bring him back for $3 million, not 5.
Yeah. My thing is, if Malkin goes, hopefully Tanga goes with him. So that's like,
if you break up the Big Three, just break it up.
Yeah, and it's like the thing is I think we're gonna start building around these young guys. Avery Hayes, McGordy, obviously Kindle, even Chinnikov is a younger guy. Soderblom is a younger guy. And it's nice to have one veteran presence, whether that being Sidney Crosby or Erik Karlsson. But, like, do we need a locker room full of, like, high 30-year-olds? Like, I don't know, because we lost in the first round of the Flyers. So I don't know, man. Do they deserve one more shot, the tenured trio? I don't know if they do, because we were fully healthy. It's not like there was any, like, oh, if we had so-and-so. Like, we were fully healthy in the playoffs and lost to a bad team. So do they deserve one more shot? Probably not.
No.
Probably not, to be honest. And does that change Crosby's willingness to, like, stick to this team? I don't know, but...
Crosby's got 2 years left. Yeah. I think you got to pass the keys to someone. Yeah. I think that person should be Chinnikov. Didn't perform in the playoffs, but I think, that's going to be your number 1 jersey seller for the Pens.
Yeah.
And I think you build around these young guys. You have great drafts. We have so many picks coming up. You have to have good drafts, and then get some good guys, and then start building up. I think this year was a little bit of it took a side turn.
It was interesting.
Again, it kind of threw off a big plan, and now we're scrambling. I think
it's just about philosophy from a front office standpoint, because clearly the Penguins weren't going all in this year, and maybe we should have. Because, like, we at the deadline, we weren't like, oh, this team's perfect. Like, we still need help defensively. Goaltending was an issue. At the deadline, we're saying. So we could have gone out and got stuff, but Kyle Dubas is still sticking to his plan of kind of like a rebuild type vibe. It's just that this team was so special to watch that they weren't going to sit down and be a lottery pick,
Yeah, exactly.
Not that it's like the management was going against the Penguins. It's just like, okay, we're going to go as far as we can without spending money. And could we have gone a little further? Sure, but I think we kind of maxed out this team's potential. Let's be honest. We weren't going to beat the Canes.
No.
I
agree. I think they should do the same thing this year. I mean, don't spend a lot of money, but still, work with what you got. Try and succeed. If you don't, don't.
Sorry to trigger you, but do you want to be the Pittsburgh Steelers? Is that what I'm hearing?
Are you saying to just be mid every year?
To be a little above mid. The Steelers are a little above mid every year. So is that what you want to do?
I don't think the Penguins will be above mid next year.
So you're saying, okay. Aren't you saying they should do as well as they can without money? How did they become better?
That's what I'm saying. No, if you don't spend your money, they're obviously not going to become better, but you're building draft capital.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So you're saying in the long run? Yeah, I think it's just kind of, there's some dusty pants around that Penguins room. Some good, some bad. Malkin's definitely part of the good, but he's also definitely part of the bad. Letang, his pants are so dusty and it hurts. Malkin, his pants are dusty and sometimes hurts, sometimes helps. I hope, honestly, the easiest thing to say is whatever Malkin wants to do is what he should do.
Yeah.
If he feels motivated to play another year, bring him back. If he wants to play somewhere else, I think he deserves a shot to do whatever he wants because he's an NHL legend at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And if that was your last game in the black and gold, we do appreciate your service, Geno. Freaking Spinorama legend. Like he's a legend regardless. I know we're being negative because still fresh off the playoff loss, but yeah, let's quickly we're gonna go through the rest of the NHL bracket and then probably end off this episode. Hope y'all have been enjoying. Obviously Flyers down 2-0. Not surprised. Would Penguins have put up a better fight? Yeah, we would have.
Yeah,
we probably would have been 1-1 right now.
Yeah, probably.
But the Flyers are soft, so they're gonna get swept. Montreal ended up getting that series, going up against Buffalo. We talked about Dan Muse earlier, up for the Coach of the Year award. Lindy Ruff also for the Sabres. Probably should deserve it. Obviously, I love our guy Muse.
Yeah.
It's just
Buffalo's had a special season.
Yeah, and they've been terrible for a long time. Penguins have been bad for a long time. Buffalo has been terrible for so long. Yeah. So the fact that Ruff was able to get this team to a second-round playoffs and probably predicted to win the series at this point, good for him, man. I hope if it's not Muse, it's him.
Yeah.
We got Knights up one. I mean, who would have expected this matchup? I'm not gonna lie. I think I had the Mammoth and the Whalers, to be honest.
And I picked the Golden Knights.
You did.
Did not pick. I had Edmonton going to the final.
4-2. Yeah.
Feel bad for Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
I mean, Pens can sign him.
No. Yeah. I mean, McDavid, is he the GOAT though? Probably not. I mean,
no.
He keeps losing these playoff series.
I think Sid's above him.
Yeah, Sid's above him. But it's a team sport. It just shows hockey's a team sport.
Yeah.
Minnesota beating Dallas. That was the biggest shock for me. I mean, Jake Ott wasn't really able to get it done in the net, but also you have Quinn Hughes who gets a 2-goal game, the goal off the skate, just immaculate. I mean, Boldy is going off for the Wild right now. It's a tough team to beat. We'll see if Mikko and guys like Johnston can come back next year, but without Robertson probably, unless they have a great manager, but unless they're able to manage their money and keep Robertson around, that team is going to look a lot different next year.
Yeah.
After two or 3 years in a row of being kind of disappointments in the playoffs. Yeah. They've had great regular seasons. They've been projected to be that team coming out the West and can't even make it out the first round. Colorado. I think Colorado's going to sweep the Wild, but they're hot right now. So
I wouldn't be surprised if Colorado goes 6-0 in the playoffs. I mean, they're that good. They are that good.
They were up and down during the season, mostly up, but they've had spurts where they looked like a bad team, and I haven't seen that at all right now.
No.
I mean, just from top to bottom, that team, they just play hockey just a step ahead of everyone else.
They got a good game plan, and they execute the game plan. There's nothing bad to say about them right now. Yeah,
so that's just an update on that. Mickey, anything else for this episode? First episode without hockey, realistically.
Yeah,
Penguins hockey.
Playoff hockey's not the same without the black and gold in it, but playoff hockey is still very entertaining to watch. So, yeah.
If y'all have any off-season recommendations, drop them in the comments. We might start doing little segments at the end where we talk about stuff other than hockey, but we got some episodes lined up. Wanted to talk about Malkin, the big three today, and also just some early free agent stuff, because we'll keep the updates for that all season. But without further ado, I hope Yins have a great day.
See Yins.